Hey guys, how's it going? In this video I'm going to be going over a new tool. I'm going to make it available for use, and I will leave the download in the description. This is to set up full body humanoid hand poser for VR interaction framework quickly. So I have an XR rig in my scene. I'm not going to go through the full setup. I basically just need an avatar. I've got several of them downloaded, but I'm going to start with a Mixamo avatar. Delete this. I have a poser avatar, which is basically an unmodified avatar. It's as if I downloaded it from Mixamo and I turned it into a humanoid. So you can see it's humanoid. Make sure your avatar is humanoid. I'm just going to drag him into the scene. And I'll go ahead and zero him out. Now, anybody who's set up HandPoser knows that there's several steps from adding all the components, assigning your hand poses to everything, the hand controllers, the HandPoser, the HandPose blender, setting your transforms, nulling out the finger transforms and all that. Well, I made a tool to do it all for you. So open up the tool. I've included the, I'm going to include a package that is optional for the Mixamo hand poses and the Synty hand poses. This is Mixamo characters, so this needs my XR rig and it needs the rig itself. Select your avatar type, Mixamo hand poses. Again, this will be an optional package, and I'll show you what happens if you don't import that package. But you can also use your own custom poses, wide open, open pose, and closed for the right and left hand, which is what you need assigned to all those components. So for this, I'm just going to select Mixamo because I do have those hand poses, and I'm just going to hit set up full body hand poser. Avatar hand poser set up and complete. Okay, this is going to show you everything that it did. But first, let's just hit play and make sure everything works, and I'll go through what it actually did. Okay, we're good. Okay, so if we look at our XR rig, we come down to our controllers. This will be the same for left and right hand. It did all the assignments for you with the hand poses that I provided. I'll set that up for you. If you come down to your rig, come down to your spine, down to the hands whenever we can get to them. Where are you? Hand, I need you. Okay, this is going to be the same for left and right. I set up the hand poser. You got your transforms. You set up the hand pose blender. It assigned everything. Same thing for your auto poser. It assigned everything wide open, closed, and open. Now let's go over how you can, well, let me just show you one other thing before we get into that, because I don't want you to get confused. So let's go ahead and delete that and come back over my avatar. I'm going to delete this one. Well, I'm not going to delete it because it also did one other thing. If I go to configure, you'll see that it automatically nulled out left and right hand fingers off of the configuration from the mapping, so you no longer have to do it manually. That being said, I'm going to delete this guy. Now, one other thing I want to go over with it, and then I'll go over the code. So let's say I have a different character. I have a Synty character. Now I'm going to use this as an example because there's something you're going to need to check that I haven't added to the tool yet. So let me find my polygon characters, prefabs. Where are you? Prefabs, characters, where are you? Characters, there we go. Let's grab a random one here. Go ahead and zero them out. Okay, so now if I set this guy up, if I go to my tools and I go to my HandPoser tool, and I take my XR rig and then bring him in there, and I set it to Synty, set up, everything's going to set up exactly the way it's supposed to. That's great, cool. One thing you need to check, if you come down to his hands, and this is a problem with HandPoser itself, which I may add a fix for this if I get around to it, but until then, notice that it put 4 of his transforms in other joints right here. This should be on the middle finger. The reason that it didn't assign it is because it's just named finger. See how this one's thumb, this one's index, That's what HandPoser is looking for, to auto assign these fingers. And since the third finger, which is just a great big finger, this right here is just called finger, it didn't go to where it needed to go. So we'll just copy this, paste it there, and then this, we can just make this 0, and good to go. And then you just do the same thing for the other hand. Come to your hand pose definitions, you'll see it assign those 4 down here, so I can just copy that, come to my middle finger, and then just paste, and then on other joints you'll just make that 0. There you go. So now, but you will need to check that with any rig. Make sure that those assignments are correct. Okay, so now what happens if you don't import my package for the hand poses? So let me go to assets, let me just delete him, and let me go to BNG HandPoser, or you HandPoser poses. This is where the poses are saved in a resources folder. So let me just delete one of them. Delete it. Okay. So now when you open it up, the only thing it's going to do is if you try to switch it, it's going to tell you, hey, that package isn't here. Use custom, and it'll switch directly back. Same thing. It was just a simple kind of fix so that if you were missing hand poses or you didn't bring the package in, that it would just switch back to custom with nothing bad happening. So package is optional. If you would just assign your custom hand poses here before you hit set up full body IK, see how it says assign an XR rig from the scene. So we'll do that, and then we'll assign our XR rig. If I do it, then target rig, need a target rig. So let's come back over to my assets, my avatar. I do my poser avatar shirt now. No, I don't want to do that. I might use him. So we'll just duplicate it again. Come in here, grab him, 0 mount, and then I'll assign him. And let's say I leave it on custom. It's just going to set up, but it's not going to assign any poses. So if I come down to this guy, come down to his spine, you see it set everything up, but there's no hand poses. So you have some leeway there. If you just want to set it up and you don't want to auto assign the poses, then you can. Really, so many different ways that I could have set it up that was just like whatever. So this is version 1.0 of that. So let me go and switch this to Mixamo from here. Oh, well, let me re-import my package. So yeah, when you download this, you'll have 2 packages. You'll have the actual tool, and then you'll have the hand pose package. And then you'll see it's just that one that I deleted. Import that back. And then if I come into Mixamo, it'll see that it found all of them. And then I can set it up full body hand poser. Okay. And then it's going to assign all of those hand poses for me. And then if I hit play, then we're good. So at this point, that's the tool. You can download it below. Now I'm going to go over another tool. Now this tool I'm probably not going to make downloadable on YouTube just because there's 2 versions. I did a rewrite of this tool to allow for foot targeting for putting a person in a vehicle, and also for blend tree leg animation so that you're not just, walking idle. But basically, so now you have your hand poses the way this tool works. I've only got this one set up for the character IK default. So you'll notice that there are no targets. So if I take my XR rig and I throw him in there, and I take this rig and I throw him in there, and I set him up for Mixamo, I can set up the IK follow targets, and you'll notice that it gave me my targets, right? So it also gave me the rotations that I needed for this Mixamo rig using character IK. Now I can set up a character IK, setup's complete, and I come down here. It did all my assignments for me, added my character IK, my follow IK. I'm also added my custom arm stretch correction. It'll add that for you. And then this last one is culling correction. And if you've ever used a Mixamo character or several other characters, their bounds on their skin mesh renderer will actually make the camera actually make it cull, so you'll see your arms disappear. This script will increase the bounds by whatever you set. I defaulted it to 1.5 to make it slightly larger so that that doesn't happen. So basically now what we've got between those two tools is full body IK set up for you with button clicks and a couple of assignments. I hope that makes everything easy for you guys. Like I said, the character IK setup tool, I'm probably not going to make available on YouTube. It'll probably only be available on Discord if you're a verified owner of VR Interaction Framework, just because part of it is going to contain code for character IK, and I can't release that publicly on YouTube. So, but the HandPoser, download it below. I hope it helps. Take it easy.